There used to be a saying about a former royal, the madness of King George. Some people might say, though, it's now the madness of course, the former royal known as Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Let me explain. Hi, lovely to see you. Thank you so much. On an autumnal day here in the very heart of London town. It's not bad, you know what I mean? It's quite mild, actually. It's always good to share weather tips, isn't it? Yes, it's very mild. And by the way, I love the fact that you're like me. You agree with so many things that you find so annoying now when you're out and about. All the noises, the beeps, the banging. You know, where's the tranquility in life, eh? You know what I mean? You just want to get your deck chair out and sit out and just get some fresh air and nod off, don't you? Clutching everything because you never know now, do you? Oh goodness, you know, you can't put anything down. Even your face could be lifted. Yes, well, I know it's the old ones, isn't it? But you know what I mean? You just sort of think everywhere you go, it's a beeping noise, the door, all that sort of stuff. Drives me absolutely nuts. I'm glad you all agreed. Nice to have your company anyway today. Whatever you're doing, I know I often say this, but do be careful, do be safe out there. A lot of people ask me about London. Trust me, I look after myself, don't you worry. Yeah, so you have to be, well, you have to be, don't you? Absolutely. Now, here's where it gets really fascinating because, as you know, Prince Harry recently celebrated his 40th birthday by, well, you know, tagging along on the 55th birthday of the media mogul, some people suggest, Tyler Perry. And it's interesting this, you know, because as I said to you before, you know, really not much of a party, is it? Going to somebody else's party. What did he bring? A trifle and a few tuck biscuits or something? I don't know. You know, what was his contribution? And as I told you, things didn't work out well. Check out that video. What's fascinating though is this, because as they arrived to that particular party, Harry was up to his usual tricks. That's right. You see, he was caught filming the alleged paparazzi chasing Prince Harry. And according to a source, you know, a former employee, I might point out, that worked with them, every time Harry goes out, he's there filming these people to try and, some might suggest, get enough evidence to make sure that his security, whatever he's trying to get, he's actually adhered to. You know, he's basically saying he's being chased and followed wherever he goes. Now, what's interesting about these pictures, as you can see, the bottom line is, you know, there's Meghan grinning manically like some sort of laughing doll. The other two people don't seem bothered. There's only Harry clutching the phone, taking this particular footage. Now, here's where it gets really interesting because, as we now infamously remember, when Harry and Meghan went over for that New York visit where they were manically chased around the streets of Manhattan for 2 hours, remember that? Well, Harry, as I told you at the time, allegedly had filmed a lot of footage there. And apparently the New York City Police Department kept requesting it, but they never ever received it. Now, the story goes that the NYPD apparently are going to give him a little bit more security at Meghan should and when they ever return back to New York. Believe that when you see it, it's just a nice courtesy thing, right? But what's interesting is Harry apparently has got oodles of this footage that he then downloads and puts onto hard drives. Now, you know, I'm not being unkind, but ultimately, what does it prove? It proves that, yes, you're a famous person. Yes, at times there's going to be people following you, but it's certainly nowhere near in the catastrophic way that you're claiming. And let's just get this straight. When you were with Sunshine Sachs and all of those people were happy to tip off, allegedly, the paparazzis to make sure that you got some publicity, the publicity that you claim you don't like, but always making sure, like Meghan winding down the window at the Platinum Jubilee and all that sort of stuff, that you crave. Meghan loves it, Harry. So why are you filming it? Because absolutely, behind your back, people are simply laughing at you. And they literally believe it's the madness of the royal. So what is the deal with the footage? Do share. We're all desperate to know. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.